Next chapter, which is meeting of board and its part. The very first topic under this chapter is number of board meeting under section 173 subsection 1 and subsection 5. 173 subsection 1 and 5. Okay. So as I told you earlier, there should be at least 4 board meeting conducted during every year, right? Yes, but what are the interval between those 4 board meeting? Do you know? So we are going to discuss about these things. Okay. For every first board meeting should be conducted, every company have to hold their first board meeting within 30 days of its incorporation. Okay. Subsequent board meeting, let's read about that. They should be conducted 4 board meeting in every year, but the interval between 2 board meetings should not be more than 120 days. Is this part clear? Yes. So at least 4 board meetings should held every year. Interval between 2 board meetings should not be more than 120 days consecutive board meeting. Is this part clear? Yes. But in case of some specified classes and description of company, the central government can grant exemption or by issuing notification in the official gazette, okay, about their board meeting, related to about board meeting. Okay. So there are some relaxation in case of section 8 company, that they can conduct 1 board meeting within 6 months, within every calendar 6 months. Okay, but only if they have not committed any default in filing financial statement under section 137, right, and annual return under section 92. Okay, so this relaxation is given to the licensed under section 8 company, right, under section 8 company. Okay, that they could conduct their board meeting, 1 board meeting in every calendar 6 months. Is it clear? But only if they have not committed any default in filing financial statement and annual return. Okay. Okay, but what about some other companies like 1-person company, small company and dormant company? Do they also have to go for that 4 board meeting? No. Let's read out. At least 1 board meeting shall held half of the calendar year, which means 6 months. In every 6 months there should be at least 1 board meeting. Okay, in every 6 months there should be at least 1 board meeting. Earlier what we said, that there should be at least 4 board meeting. Now what about the time gap, the interval between these board meeting? Okay, the gap between 2 board meetings should not be less than 90 days. The gap between first board meeting and second board meeting should not be less than 90 days. But what about the earlier thing, what we said, the gap should not be more than 120 days. We said that the gap between 2 board meetings should not be more than 120 days. In this case, in case of 1-person company, small company and dormant company, the gap should not be less than 90 days. Okay, and the board meeting could be conducted for 1 board in every 6 months. Okay. Okay, let's go for the next topic. Section 173 subsection 2, board meeting through electronic mode or video conferencing or audio visual. So this was one of the condition which was mentioned in section. You have to tell me the section. Okay, I'm going to tell the name of that section. Okay, section is to be told by you guys. Okay, so vacation of office of director. Okay, do you remember, if the director was unable to attend any of the board meeting, at least 1 board meeting should be held by them, either through physically present in the board meeting. Okay, either they can physically be there, or they can attend the board meeting through video conference or audio visuals. Okay, if the director was unable to attend the board meeting, in that case they have to vacate the office. Do you remember this? I already said that. In which section? Now you have to comment below. So their manner of participating in board meeting, either in person, okay, which means the director have to be present, physically present there, okay, or video conferencing. Is this clear? Yes. System of video conferencing or other audio visual or may be prescribed. Recording and recognizing and recording the presence of director. Okay, recording and storing the proceeding of board director is there. Okay, there are rule 3 and 4 mentioned in this section 173 subsection 2. Okay, let's go for it. There are some proceeding for conducting meeting, so video conferencing or audio visuals. Okay, which says that safeguard the integrity of meeting. This is actually the purpose of conducting board meeting. There are some procedure which the company have to follow. Okay, and that procedure is written under rule 3. Is this part clear? Yes. And very first thing says that the to safeguard the integrity of meeting and to record the proceeding, okay, and to prepare the minutes of meeting, okay, to ensure availability of proper equipment, okay. And there is also one of the time limit. The director have to intimate the company, okay, the director have to intimate the company before this board meeting is going to conduct. There is some time limit, we will discuss about that also, okay. So participants are able to hear. Okay, notice of meeting shall be sent to all of the directors. Okay, director participating through VC, video conferencing, AV, audio visual shall communicate his intention to the chairperson and company secretary. Look, if the director is attending the board meeting through any of the electronic mode, in that case this is not like that the director is not expressing his opinion or not giving his views, like he have to be present there, okay. If he is not present there physically, but in this case he have to give his opinion, okay, he have to be present there mentally, okay. It's not like that he is not listening to what is discussed in board meeting. So he have to give, the director have to give his intention which should be communicated to chairperson and company secretary of that company. Okay, director have to intimate. Now this is the time limit which I was talking about. Time limit. The director have to intimate at the beginning of calendar year. Okay, why the director have to intimate this thing at the beginning of calendar year? I'll tell you, the company could also get some time, okay, to make the availability of that particular equipment. Sometimes it is not possible to make the arrangement in a shorter time period. So this is the director's duty to tell the company, to inform the company that he could or in future he can attend the board meeting through video, any of the electronic mode, so that the company could get that time limit, okay, and can make the availability of that equipment in the company. Is it clear, everybody? Okay. So they are, again, what I told you in this section, there are two rules, rule 3 and rule 4. Rule 3 was the procedure which is to be followed for conducting meeting in electronic mode, okay. And rule 4 says the prohibition on transaction on certain matter by VC, video conferencing, and AV, which is audio visuals. Okay. So the central government specifies certain matter which shall not be dealt in board meeting through electronic mode, okay. And this, they exercise this by issuing notification in official gazette. Is this clear? Yes, this part was clear. So what are the things, what are the transaction where the director of the company cannot participate in board meeting through electronic mode? In these cases, the director of the company have to be present in the board meeting physically, and they are the approval of annual financial statement, the approval of board report, the approval of prospectus, the approval of meeting of audit committee, the matter which is related to amalgamation, merger, demerger, acquisition and takeover, okay. So in this section 173 subsection 2 says about the electronic mode, board meeting which could be conducted through electronic mode, either video conferencing or audio visuals. Okay, so the person can participate in board meeting definitely, either physically or through any electronic mode, but for this he have to inform the company at the beginning of calendar year. Is this part clear? There are two rules prescribed in this section, rule 3 and rule 4, which rule 3 specify the procedure which is to be followed for conducted board meeting in this electronic mode. Okay, so rule 4 specify there are some prohibition which the company cannot take, like there are some transaction which is prohibited, they cannot discuss that matter which is like in electronic mode. Okay, for that the director have to present in the board meeting. Okay, and they are related to amalgamation, merger, demerger, annual financial statement approval, board report, prospectus, meeting of audit committee and all. Okay, let's jump into the next topic, which is notice of board meeting under section 173 subsection 3 and subsection 4. Again 173 subsection 3 and 4. Okay, so I told you this, the notice is to be given to every member of the director, every director of company. Okay, whether he is alternative director, additional director, nominee director, so on, whoever the director is, the company have to give notice. Okay, now tell me, the notice can be given in written form or oral form. For example, Mr. X director of the company have said that the board meeting is going to be conducted on 14th of April. So you tell me, is this going to be valid notice? No, this will not be an adequate notice. The notice is to be given in written form. Is this part clear? So the notice is to be given in written form. Okay, notice to whom? This I already told you that every director, whether interested director, alternative director, additional director, nominee director, any director, the company have to give notice. But what if the director of the company himself waived and he himself say that I am unable to or I am not going to attend that board meeting? In this case, do you think the company have to give notice to him? As I told you, he is not going to attend that board meeting. In this case also, even the director will not able to attend the board meeting, the company is bound to give notice. Okay, no waiver of notice in this case. Notice of board meeting should be given to every director. And there was one case law related to this point, Portuguese Consolidated Copper Mines Limited, which says that even director will not be able to attend the meeting, the company is bound to give the notice to every director of the company. Okay, let's jump into next point, which says the mode of sending notice should be either in hand delivery, post or electronic form. Okay, what is now the time limit of notice? Time limit, notice shall be given at least 7 days before the board meeting. I'll tell you one more thing, I have discussed some time limit in section 169, removal of director. Okay, 169, removal of director, and one more, 160, okay, right of any other person than retiring director. Okay, so you have to tell me, first of all you have to relate the time limit between in mentioning these two sections. Okay, second thing, you have to tell me the time limit in the comment section. Okay, because in this point, the board meeting shall be given at least 7 days before conducting board meeting. Okay, notice of board meeting shall be given before 7 days. Okay, and there are some time limit for these sections. Okay, so try to remember them. Okay, don't get confusion. Okay, so is it possible, what I told you, the time limit was of 7 days before conducting board meeting, right? But what if there is some urgency matter related to business? So is it possible that the company have to give notice in a very shorter time? Is it going to be valid? That shorter time notice is going to be valid? Yes. So let's go for the another point. Shorter notice can be given in case of urgent business. Shorter notice can be given in the urgent business. So let's break out into two cases. Okay? If the company has appointed one or more independent director Okay, in this case, at least one independent director should be present in board meeting. What I told you, the notice of board meeting should be given at least 7 days before conducting board meeting. This part is clear. But what if there is some urgent business matter? In that case, the shorter notice going to be given by company to all of the directors, right? But what if, so is it going to be valid? Yes, that shorter notice is going to be only valid if that is related to some urgent business. Okay, if that shorter notice is given related to some urgent business. Okay, now case 1 says that if the companies have appointed more than one independent director, so in that case at least one independent director should present in board meeting. Okay, in that board meeting which is related to that urgent business matter. Okay, and if no independent director is present, this could also be possible now. What if the independent director is unable to attend that board meeting? Okay, in that case the decision taken at board meeting shall be circulated to all of the directors. Okay, the decision taken by in the board meeting should be circulated to all of the directors of the company. And second, such decision shall be final only on ratifying by at least one independent director. This is the case where the company have appointed more than one director, independent directors. Okay, in that case the shorter notice could be given which is related to urgent business matter first of all, and the decision which is taken on on that board meeting first thing. Okay, if there is no independent director, I am talking about if there is no independent director, then that should be circulated to, the decision should be circulated to all of the director of the company first thing. Okay, second thing says that the ratification is to be done by the on the final order by independent, at least one independent director. Is it clear everybody? Hope this point was also clear. And one more thing, what if the company have not appointed any one independent director? There is no independent director in the company. So the shorter notice, first of all, again that same thing, the shorter notice would be valid if board meeting is conducted for some urgent business. Yes, this part was clear. Now another thing, what if the independent director is not there, then what are the things the company have to do? In such case, no ratification by independent director is required. Again, no ratification is required because there is no independent director in the company now. Yes. So is there any penalty for defaulting? Yes, every director of the company whose duty is to give notice to notice of board meeting, if he fails to do so, if the officer of the company unable to deliver the notice, unable to give that notice to directors of the company, in that case the penalty, he would be liable for penalty of rupees 25,000. Is this clear guys? So today's topic was of, let's remind it again, section 173 subsection 1 and 5 of number of board meeting, right? 4 in normal case. In case of second, relaxation in case of section 8 companies, right? 1 board meeting 6. And what if case of 1 person company, small company and dormant company? What was that? 1 board meeting could be have to be conducted in half yearly. 173(2) which says about the board meeting could be through electronic mode or video conferencing mode or any other mode which is prescribed. For that case, the director of the company have to intimate the company at the beginning of calendar year. Okay. Okay. So manner of participating in board meeting is through either the director have to be physically present there or through video conferencing. Yes, there are rule 3 and rule 4 in this section. Okay. Next was a section notice of board meeting 7 days, 173 subsection 3 and 4. Okay, notice to be written in a written form. Okay. Second thing, to whom? Every director. Third, no waiver of notice. Okay. Mode of sending notice. Time limit was of 7 days before. Shorter notice could be given, but in case of some urgency, business urgency. Okay. And again, in case of shorter notices to be given in urgency, business related thing, right? But that is to be in that board meeting, independent director have to be present. If not, in that case, the final decision is to be circulated to all of the directors. Number first condition. Second, that they have to ratify the final order by at least one independent director. Is this part clear? Yes. But what if there is no independent director? Then again, the shorter notice could be possible for some business urgency. In that case also, no ratification is required, and the penalty was of 25,000. So that's it guys, today's class is up to this. We'll meet soon. Till then, toodles.